it's Clarice here. So I thought we'd do a little kind of special horror review in the run-up to Halloween. So yeah, let's sit down, grab some pumpkin spice latte, and talk about the new Conjuring spin-off movie, Annabelle. That darn movie show. So yeah, in case you are not an expert in interpreting demon voices, the movie we are talking about today is Annabelle, which is basically the origin story of the possessed doll that featured in the original The Conjuring movie. Which is, I guess, kind of crazy if you think about it, considering we still don't have a spin-off movie for The Black Widow yet. We've got a spin-off movie of a friggin' inanimate object. But yeah, the one word I can use to describe Annabelle is serviceable. Like, it'll do. Basically, it'll do if like you and your friends are out maybe on like Halloween night and you just want something to like scare you guys, then Annabelle's a pretty safe choice. I mean, it's slick and it's competent and it's very Hollywoody. I mean, it definitely made me jump a fair few times, but then again, I am like cat levels of skittish, so like, well, the last time someone tried to like prank scare me and like jumped out at me, I was so scared that I fell over flat on my face. So yeah, I'm probably not the best person to be reviewing horror movies, but I say that Annabelle is a serviceable movie because I honestly can't say it's a good movie. I mean, I have to concentrate so hard just to remember like individual scenes from it. It is so instantly forgettable. And to be honest, I think it's quite easy to scare people nowadays because we've had this whole kind of progression of horror movies that have trained us to respond to certain triggers. I mean, if you hear screeching violins, or if there's that one camera shot where like the character's here and then there's like you know, like an empty doorway or a long corridor here, you automatically know that there's going to be a jump scare, and you feel that kind of collective fear that you experienced over every single other horror movie that's done the same thing, and in that way your brain does all of the work, really. And the film, I mean, they could have friggin' Taylor Swift jumping out of that doorway and you would still just jump out of your skin. So for me, what makes a truly great horror movie is not only the way that a filmmaker can build atmosphere, but the way that they can create these like singular images and moments that are so chilling that they just kind of stay in your brain long after the credits roll. And I think to get those moments, filmmakers need to take risks, and they need to just try and do something no one's ever seen before, because that's what's really chilling sometimes, is something that's totally unexpected. And I think James Wan is really good at that, and that's what I like about The Conjuring and about Insidious. Like those moments, like, you know, like when the little ghost kid is like having a little groove, and it stays with you because it's so strange. You don't know whether it's halfway between kind of terrifying and hilarious, and in a way it kind of reminded me of that one moment in The Shining that like everybody remembers and everybody is really freaked out by, and it's that like one shot of the guy in the bear costume like giving that guy a blowjob, and like you just don't know whether to like laugh or scream. It's so unexpected, and I think it's those kind of moments that really stay with you, like just they kind of burn into your memory, and you know, you'll be down there like a week down the line just like chilling out, playing some Grand Theft Auto, and then like BAM! It's back in your brain and you shit yourself. But with Annabelle, there's really nothing like that. There's no kind of particularly memorable or startling images, which is a shame because they did kind of start to set up this background with the Manson family cult and the kind of ritual killings that took place in the late 60s, and that had a lot of interesting potential because obviously like at the time that those took place, there was a lot of fear and a lot of paranoia, you know, in the US, and it would have been interesting to maybe see that play into the psychology of the characters of Annabelle, like maybe blur the lines between what, you know, could be actually supernatural and what was maybe, you know, fear and paranoia and a reaction to those events. But they don't bother with any of that, really. The Manson family is only there to just kind of set up the story, and then the rest of it is just, yeah, bog standard, like, whitest people you know, newlyweds, with their, like, baby who just, through the whole movie, just could not give less of a fuck about what was happening, and a demon wants the baby's soul, and then there's scary little children, and there's slamming doors, and there's, like, I don't know, messages written in blood on the wall. It's all stuff you've seen before, and yeah, it's effective. It'll scare you within the moment, but beyond that, there's just nothing. It's just completely, like, empty as a movie. So yeah, I would say, you know, if you're out with friends, feeling Halloweeny, just want something, you know, to make you jump a couple of times, then yeah, Annabelle will work, but yeah, don't expect anything you know, don't have massive expectations of it, basically. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've already seen Annabelle, let me know what you thought by commenting down below, or you can tweet at me here. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you for another day and another movie. Bye. Annabelle.